All right, questions for Cooper?
Boy, you really celebrated with Max White there after his touchdown. It seemed like you were going nuts. What were you saying to him?
Yeah, I was just telling him how proud I am of him. He's my roommate. He's a guy who comes in every single day and just works his tail off, no matter the circumstance. He's a guy on scout team who gives us a great look week in and week out. So I was just really proud of him to be able to get in there.
A couple big plays from Western Michigan, particularly in the first half. Were you guys seeing some things that you weren't expecting, or what was going on there?
Yeah, I don't want to say we weren't expecting it. I think we kind of came out a little flat, in that first quarter, and then finally got it going there in the third quarter. But those are the things that we got to clean up. As we get into Big Ten play, here coming up. Hopefully we can put a whole game together.
What did you guys clean up in the second half? What was the adjustments made?
I really think it was just like our energy. I feel like guys came out with a lot more energy there in the second half. Not trying to do too much, just everybody trying to do their job. We might have been forcing some things there in the first half, but I think coming out in the second half, I think guys just did their job, and we played well together.
Did you know you're going to have that kind of opportunity in the punt return game, or was it a surprise to you?
Yeah, we thought we would have a good chance to get some returns. This week, the unit did a great job. As a whole, the corner starts with the corners on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys holding them up, giving me space to catch the ball and be comfortable. And then you got Ontario blocking the punt, which was pretty cool. So just the return unit as a whole, I thought played really well. Obviously there will be some things to clean up. There always is.
Going back to Max, what does it mean for you guys as a team to see him punch that in on fourth down and goal rather than take a knee? Does that give you guys a lift as a team?
Yeah. I think if you saw the sideline, I think a lot of guys were going crazy. Especially for a guy like him who, like I said, he comes in and works his tail off, and everybody knows that he's a leader, and he's barely played any snaps. Everybody respects him in the locker room. So I was really happy that the offense punched that in there at the end.
What stands out about Ontario since he's been at?
Yeah, I think he's just came in and tried to learn from day one. Since I think he got in the spring, he's just been trying to learn, take everything in. Obviously, you got to start on special teams, which is where a lot of guys get their start, and he made a big play for us.
You're preseason All-American, and here we are. We're still talking about special teams, but on punt return and punt block, how big are those plays to flip the field, and get a shorter field for your offense or for your defense when you're on?
Yeah, it's a three-phase game. Special teams help set up the offense and the defense. When you can put points on the board in the punt return game with that safety, and then get the offense back with the short field. It's about the field position battle. And we pin them back deep. In the punt game. One of them was that long 96-yard drive, which we didn't take advantage of, but then we pinned it back there again and took advantage of that. So field position battle is a big part of what we do.
I'm sure it was
Two
more
more
questions.
It looked like that was the perfect example late in the second quarter of complementary football with you guys stopping Torrey Taylor's punt on the 1 yard line. You just about getting a big six there at the end, but didn't get it. But then you were able to return a punt inside, the 25, and then boom, you guys score off of that. And it just seemed like the three phases really worked well together.
Yeah, I think that's what you want. That's like picture perfect almost. Pinning them deep with special teams, defense getting a stop, and then having a chance in the return game to set up the offense, for a scoring drive with the short field. So that's what we want to do every time. Obviously, it doesn't work out every time, but there's a lot of things to clean up. So we can make that happen more often.
I'm sure it was tough seeing Luke go down. It seemed like he was in okay spirits after the game.
Yeah, I saw him in the fourth quarter on the sideline. He seemed pretty upbeat. you know, it sucks for a guy like him. You know, he's a great player, great leader in our locker room. You know, it sucks to see him go down, but you know, it's got to be that next man in mentality, which is something we preach here.
All right, thanks, good.